Dear friends, welcome again for the session of development of surfaces. Today's topic is development of surfaces of prism. The first problem. Now take the problem. A prism of side 50 mm and height 90 mm is kept vertical. It is cut by a plane inclined at 30 degree to square base and passing through a midpoint of axis of the prism. Draw the development of lateral surface of prism. Now prism means what? Its top and bottom surface, they are the square faces, and the remaining four faces, they are rectangular one. The square face has the side of 50 mm, clear, and the rectangular faces whose length is equal to 50 mm and height equal to 90 mm. Such there are four rectangular faces. They are vertical, clear. So for that we have to draw the square which is the top surface as well as the bottom surface. So as the prism is kept vertical, its top view will show the square surface, clear. So now consider that the edges of that square face, they are equally inclined to VP, clear. So for that the edges of the square prism we have to draw 45 degree to the VP, that means to the front view, clear. So go to the next slide. We start drawing. First draw XY line, then draw the diagonal first. These are the two diagonals. The point where they intersect consider as the O point. You can say it as the center for the vertical axis, clear. Now considering this 50 mm side of the square face, draw a square so that these two edges of this square are equally inclined to this XY line. They are at 45 degree, clear. Then look at the points and label all the corners in anti-clockwise direction, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now see this 1, 2 line, it represents the front left rectangular face, vertical rectangular face. This 2, 3 represent the right front rectangular face, clear. And these remaining two, 1, 4 and 3, 4, they are the rear faces. Rear faces means back side faces, clear. So now try to draw the front view of this prism. So for that take the projections from each corner, 1, 2, 3, 4 in front view. In VP we have drawn these projections. Now see the height of the prism is given 90 mm. So measuring 90 mm from this XY line, draw the projection or the locus of the top surface, top face. Now these two rectangular parts are shown here. They represent the rectangular faces 1, 2 and 2, 3, clear. So for better understanding, give the labels. This 1 2 and again 1 4. This rectangle represent the left side, front and rear face. Clear? Now this 2 3 and again 3 4 represent this two vertical rectangular faces. Clear? This is the case we have already learned in the previous drawing subjects. Clear? Now take a horizontal line at exactly mid point of the axis, and there we have to locate this inclined cutting plane. Now this inclined cutting plane makes an angle of 30 degree with this horizontal one. This line is only locating for our convenience. Now these points where this cutting plane intersect the edges, this edge number 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the points. We can name the points as P-1, P-2, P-3 and P-4. Clear? Now next. Now these edges P-1 to 1, there is the vertical edge which is not cut by this section plane above this point P-1. Clear? So all the remaining edges, now this portion, the above portion is removed. Clear? So we can observe only the thick edges, this P-1 to 1 dash, then P-2 to 2 dash, this P-3 to 3 dash. These vertical thick lines represent the edges and this bottom thick line. Okay. Now see, we have to develop this prism. So the development means what? We cut, we know we cut from one edge and then just open it. So the perimeter of this prism is equal to what? The summation of these lengths of the edges. Clear? So 50 is given. So there are 4 vertical faces. So 4 edges. So 4 multiplied by 50 equal to 200. 200 mm will be the length of our development. Clear? Now just trace this rectangle whose dimensions are equal to 200 mm in length and again 90 mm in height. Clear? Now for convenience and for locating the points P-1, P-2 and up to P-4, we have to just divide this rectangle into 4 equal parts. So divide this rectangle into 4 equal parts. Now this each part has a length of 50 mm. Clear? Now you can give the names 1, 2, 3, 4 and this 1 dash. 1 dash is the overlapping edge with 1 dash 1 dash. It is the overlapping edge with 1 and 1. Clear? So these two edges represent this point or this edge. Clear? Now to locate the remaining points, just draw the projections for locating this point. Draw the projection from this front view, or directly you can take a distance of this vertical distance from P-1 to 1 dash in compass and directly mark here, but we have to show the procedure. So take such a projections. Now the projection, this first projection is from point number 1 and exactly on this edge number 1, vertical edge number 1. This point will be what? P1 point, correct? The same P1 point will appear exactly on this edge, clear? So P1 point appear here and here. Now for point number 2, P2 point. So horizontal line taken from point P2, P dash 2, and exactly on this vertical edge, this is the point P dash 2, clear? Similarly, the same line of projection is for P dash 4. So on this edge number 4, we will get the point P4, clear? Similarly, this is P3. So locate this point and label the points. These are the points, correct? Now locate, after location, give label to these points. And now as they are cut by the plane surface and vertical faces also the plane surface, their intersection will be the straight line, straight one. Actually we will see this concept in intersection of surfaces, another chapter is there. So now as they are the plane one, plane surface, so just join P1 P2, clear? Then P2 P3, okay, P3 P4, and finally P4 to P1. So join, and remaining vertical edges also we have to show by thick line. So draw the thick lines like this, clear? Now this thick lines, combination of this thick line, they are the development of our prism, clear? I hope you understood the problem. So thank you very much.